Welcome to my channel. How are you guys doing today? I'm getting ready to do a collective reading for my divine femmes. Okay, so make sure you're in a positive mindset, you're balancing your heart chakra, and you are open to receive what my spirit guides have for you this morning. Divine femme, right? So this may not resonate with you at this moment, some of the stuff, okay? Doesn't mean that it may not happen later. All right, so just stay balanced, okay? Because sometimes I pick up on future energies, I pick up on past, I pick up on now. All right, somebody who's tuned in is definitely going through this, so this is why I need you to stay upbeat. And definitely, if you want to comment, make sure your comment is positive. Okay, if it's not connecting with you at this moment, that's fine, because remember, this is a collective reading. You know, in order for it to be personal, you have to get your own personal reading, which I do offer them. And it's open, and I still got a special going on for my twin flames. So just go to my website, which is located in the description box below this video. You can also find that link in my Instagram bio as well. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I definitely appreciate all the energy that you guys have been putting back into me, helping me to expand within this network period, right? I've been moonlighting for real, because I'm a professor by day, I'm a natural hair care stylist, and I'm also a co-host of a reality talk show. Now, although I do have a lot going on, this is my passion, and I've been very eager to grow in this. So you guys definitely help me with that, even though energetically it takes a lot to put back into you guys, because I'm tapping into so many different energies on top of my spirit team, right? But I'm definitely grateful. So that's why I ask that you keep your energy up and you stay positive, because it affects everyone who's tuned in, not just you, but listeners and readers as well. All right, so I'm gonna set my intentions before I get started. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my angelic guides, for helping me with this collective reading for my divine feminines. I ask that you protect us as we go through the spiritual gates to commune with you, and to close the gates to anything that's not in alignment with the divine's will or the purpose of these readings. Thank you for protecting me from any psychic attacks and any negative energies that are being projected towards me. I ask that you hear me clearly and close all communications to anyone who's not in alignment with me or the purpose of these readings. And so it is. Thank you, my spirit guides. What is the message for my divine feminines? What is it that you want them to know in regards to this situation? I ask that you speak exactly what they need to hear, and that this message resonates to all who tunes in. Thank you so much. So the Edge is the card that came out. So I'm using this deck, right? It's called Black Goddess Within. Okay, so let me see something, you guys. All right, just wanted to make sure I'm check my email there. So this card is basically Victoria Falls. So I'll show you. I knew I got a glare there, but you see that rainbow? So that just stood out to me the most. So this is something that's definitely an abundant situation that you got going on here, and there's a promise as well. So the divine pretty much has made a promise, right, to you. And that promise will be fulfilled, even though you feel like you're on the edge. You could feel very emotional too at this time. But however, sometimes progress on your divine path, it just requires you to work and play at the edge of your knowledge and your experience, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Expect some discomfort, as this is a place to stretch and learn and grow. If you're willing to dive in, the edge is a place of great revelation and gifts, and it gifts you with tools to have a great impact. Feel the fear and do it anyway, divine femme. I definitely love that saying. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So let's pull some tarot so we can see what's going on and what is this referencing to. All right. So thank you. Can you elaborate on this card, Spirit? The Edge. Now, this is about your personal transition, okay? Or it could be about your person's transition. But however, we'll see as I'm pulling tarot what comes out here. Now, I dropped the card and I wanted to show y'all, but it just fell on the floor. But hold on, I got it. So, personal transition. Really, again, this is about moving on, pretty much moving on or moving beyond some type of trauma here. Now, the Ace of Wands is also here. Either you are finding your voice or your person is finding their voice when it comes to this third party situation here. And it's really feeling like this divine masculine energy I'm picking up on here. Okay, so let's just go with that because I'm definitely feeling divine masculine energy. Now, what is happening is they're going through a personal transition. They're beginning to move beyond whatever is familiar, whatever they're used to. They're leaving that. And what they're leaving is this third party situation here because now they found their voice. Okay, they have this willpower to literally develop this vision that they have with you, divine feminine. Okay, now they want to be able to come back together with you where it's going to be something, where it's happy, like not something that has a lot of hurt and pain and issues and things like that with it. Now, they are definitely seeming like they're at a standstill, maybe not putting in the energy or the time with you, or that could have been how it was previously. But however, right, they're moving very slow, or they will begin to move very slow and steady when it comes to this. It's one of these committed energies that I'm picking up. It's like they're very patient about this. Reason why is because they don't really like to take risks. And this would be considered a risk for them because whatever happened within this third party situation probably has been traumatic. Okay, so being able to move forward into this connection, right, would be a risk that they have to take. So this is why they're so patient about it. And I have my Five of Swords that came out in the reverse. So all of that tension that was previously there is leaving. It was a lot of conflict. There was some arguments too as well. But there's going to be a reconciliation. Okay? And within this reconciliation, there's going to be a resolution to your problems. Thank you. Tell us more. It makes them very uncomfortable to do this, but it's all about them expanding, learning, moving beyond this trauma so that they can go towards their higher purpose in life. They want to end the conflict, pretty much. It's like they want to call it a truth. It's like it's I want harmony with my person because I haven't been working with them cohesively. I haven't been a good teammate within this connection that we have here. Just in this stubborn energy, possibly even giving up. But a lot of it has to do with external factors, okay? So that's what keeps them in denial and why they were lacking the purpose of really forming a new connection or having new love here. But, however, being indecisive, I'm also picking up they're going to make a decision. They were avoiding to make that decision before because they had to choose. Which way do I want to go? What do I want to do? What's the correct path for me? Even when it comes down to choosing a person, it's still the same energy. It's like, do I want to stay the same or do I want to grow? Those are the two options that you end up getting. And it's been overwhelming the hell out of your person here. They've been very anxious about this and maybe even withdrawing in their own energy here. But there's some movement that's coming in. So there's going to be some sudden changes. I have the Eight of Wands and the Chariot card that came out together in the upright position. So that's like, shit, when I put those two cards together, I'm like, that's speedy progress. Okay, so there's a quick decision that's being made here. This important news will come to you. Because now the Divine Masculine is ready to achieve their goals. So they're taking some action here and taking control of their life period. Okay, now things have been out of balance between you two for way too long. You've been overextending yourself in this connection. And, all of the delays and the misunderstandings that have taken place, that has to come to an end. They're ready for progress. They're ready for progress. They've been really reliving these happy memories that they had with you. They were stuck in the past for so long, okay? but they're healing from the past. And they're ready to reconnect with you, divine feminine. If they haven't already, it's happening. Okay. I have my 10 of swords card here, and it's in the reverse. Okay, but this is about improvement. There was a breakup between you and your person, or separation. If you haven't gotten there yet, it's a possibility that is going to be happening soon. All right, and of course, it has a lot to do with that third party situation that they got going on here, but it leaves them bitter, okay, because of this imbalance they have with you. The Two of Cups is here in the reverse. Of course, codependencies has a lot to do with it, but what does the first card of this reading say? The edge. You know, sometimes you got to step out on a limb, and this is what they're going to do because they want the sun. They're ready to bask in the sun. It's like, shit, I'm ready for my happiness here. Okay, so divine fam, there's going to be so much that you can actually feel good about to celebrate, because it's coming to you. All right, and it's positivity is what really attracts what it is that you desire for yourself. And staying in a positive mindset, okay, is how the universe works. It's like the universe works off of what? Law of attraction works off of energy. And whatever frequency you're vibrating on is really literally what the universe is going to send to you. So if you're in a state of happiness, you're going to get happy situations. If you're feeling depressed, if you're worrying, you're going to get more shit to worry about. That's just how it works, right? And there has been a lot of hopelessness with your divine masculine, okay? But all of that has to do with the codependent relationship they were attached to, and the transformation wasn't happening within this situation because they were clinging to the past, really just fearing to change. Yep, heartbreak on top of the Queen of Swords here. So we know that heartbreak card, Three of Swords, usually is referencing some type of third party trouble, creating a lot of trouble. I mean, third party situation creating trouble. Okay, which this Queen of Swords in the reverse is coming out. That's trouble right there. All right, your person is definitely, their heart is broken, literally, and they're not with that person. So you know that if that's to ease your mind, if they're in a separation, something maybe they could have broke up, or it's conflict, or they're just detached from that situation completely. Why? Because it's a toxic relationship. They're very bitter about it. Yeah, they resent it, they regret it a whole lot. And this person that they're attached to is someone who's very emotional, and they're cold-hearted. Okay, they allow their emotions to get the best of them, and it's overwhelming for the divine masculine. They feel burdened by this situation in particular here, because this Queen of Swords in reverse not only is reckless with their mouth, they're very manipulative, and they are not supported within that connection there. They feel unwelcome, they feel unstable, and this person blames them unfairly. Okay, now there's some justice that's coming in that will be served. The scales will be balanced between you and your person in this karmic situation here. The justice has to be served because there's been an injustice done here. And this is like a failed romantic plan for your person here. This is why they're running away from this karmic situation. And I'm talking about they are determined to get away and to overcome their past with this person, because they've been over analyzing this and just not taking action because they've been trying to play it safe. Now they're like, I'm on the edge. I'm ready to take that leap here, because now I want something more stimulating. Regardless of what these challenges are, they're determined to succeed. They're coming forward. They're making some plans here. And for real, divine femme, you may not see it, and it may take a moment, right? But the plans that they're making is to take your relationship to the next step. They're tired of juggling you. They're tired of the imbalance between you and them, okay? Because it makes them unorganized, or you know, it creates a messy situation here because they end up having to neglect you because of it. And they be risky. And they know it. They know it. Ace of Swords. They see through the lies here. And they're gaining a new point of view. They're ready to face the problems that they have in this relationship with you and also within that karmic relationship that they have there. The disharmony. I got the Lover's card here in the reverse. There's a lot of disharmony because they have too many options or suitors, or it's too much. You can't. Can you just imagine? You've probably been there before. You pulled between two people. Like, no. Okay, so this is where the commitment issues come in at. They just really feel like it's going to lead to some type of consequence no matter what I do, because it always does, right? That's just being in that low vibrational energy. I'm not healing from the past, but they've had this moment where they're able to go into their own self-reflection, and this is what they've been doing. Getting into any other relationships because of the rejection that they experienced from this previous connection, or probably even connections before then, right? So they want to gain some insight about themselves so that they're able to really understand where all of this confusion is based out of, okay? Because it hasn't been one that's abundant, and they've been missing a lot of opportunities and chances, and it's been causing them to feel it's like this emotional loss, and they have a lot of issues when it comes to relationships, right? It's like their relationships lack quality and it lacks the love. But the divine masculine hasn't been putting in the effort into this relationship because it's like, you know, I'm trying to connect to what the purpose actually is when it comes to relationships, because what they have been getting is unsteady love, right? A lack of abundance. So their mindset is pretty much on the lack thereof instead of focusing on what is actually transpiring within you guys' connection, how much love there is, how much abundance there is, you know, the peace that takes place within that situation. They're still stuck and focused on what's happening that is not working for them, or what has not worked for them. You know, you gotta really get out of that cold energy. And it's not you, it's the divine masculine. It's like they're cold or they're empty because of that situation there. Now this Empress here is in the reverse, so that's the karmic energy that I'm picking up on, and they're very insecure, okay, and overbearing on top of that. So it's causing your divine masculine to really contemplate. But see, what they're thinking of, it has a lot to do with their money on top of that. So they're focused on creating a firm foundation for themselves, really focus on their money here. Like, they're manifesting this abundance into their life, and they're in this positive mindset. So they're feeling very happy, very how can I put it? They're feeling good. They're trying not to invite in any negative energy so that they can keep on with the manifestation here. But they've been thinking and they've been contemplating, and they're coming in being very serious here, like they have grown from their situation, okay? Because they want to make an offer to you, pretty much. And on top of that, divine femme, let me tell you, being in the Empress energy period that you're in right now is what is attracting this circumstance back to you, because you are high vibrational, period. All right. And if you're not, and you're struggling a little bit and you're operating in some of these shadows, just be kind to yourself, okay? Because you are someone who's nurturing and supportive, okay, and committed on top of that. Think of yourself as all of these wonderful things that you actually are. Abundant, okay? Now, tell us about this, please. They feel unstable when it comes to relationships. So it's more about their own insecurities here. But all of this stalling that they've been doing is really giving them the opportunity to gain a new perspective, okay? They've been trying to spare this person's feelings, this karmic person's feelings. When it comes to this Ten of Pentacles, they've been trying to spare this person's feelings. It's almost as if they feel like they can be the peacemaker, or they want them to appease whatever fantasy this karmic person has. Okay, because this karmic person wants to have something that's rooted with your divine masculine, something stable, something long term. But the divine masculine has been trying to spare their feelings with this, being the peacemaker here, instead of really confessing the truth about how they really feel when it comes to this situation. There's definitely some disputes here, and probably some money issues that could be going on or could be created if the divine masculine ends this connection. Okay, now it's also some outside opinions as well. But however, right, Divine Femme, you over here in your Queen of Cups energy, you still offering the love. You're still connected to source. You're still being, very compassionate. You're still being an anchor in this connection here with the divine masculine. Tell us about this Queen of Cups. This is why the balance is coming in. So you're very powerful and intuitive, Divine Femme, is what Spirit is saying. And because you have been setting your intentions, staying connected to what your higher purpose is, this is why the balance is coming in with this situation here. So these changes are being made where your person will come in, okay, being more balanced, being at peace. Again, like I said, they're patient, and you have to be patient within this situation as it plays out here. They want to be able to really make adjustments or adapt, okay, especially within this situation, so that they can work in harmony with you. They're very careful and they're very considerate about you as well, as what I'm getting here. Even though they have this self-doubt, this is what is keeping them clouded in their judgment. It's not having the confidence, okay, or even failing to learn these lessons here. But they're going to release that energy, and they're going to recover from this. Divine Femme, you probably are helping the divine masculine to be very transparent in their feelings, or even to connect with that side of themselves, their higher self, right? To be able to manifest what it is that they desire for themselves. You play a major role in their life. Is what I'm getting. Some of you, majority of you, are in communication with your person here to some degree. But they're going to face their fears. Yeah, they definitely going to face their fears. They might even jump off the edge, honey. I'm talking about nose dive into this, into Niagara Falls. But they're going to be caught. You see that rainbow? It's like, the divine is already there. They just have to be careful and make good choices for themselves, to really check into their higher self and evaluate these options here, and dig below the surface. They got to really do that, because this is where they lack the strength or the willpower to really go after their abundance here. They fear that it will be some issues or some type of negative changes. Some of the divine masculines are struggling to keep working towards this, only because they see it as a setback after setback, and it's so much injustice that has been done within this connection. It's just like, it feels like another situation where it would lead to failure. Okay, so they have to really face this. They have to face their fears here. The Hangman is here. It's in a reverse position though. Okay, so pretty much, I just dropped 2 cards, but I feel like I need them 3. Okay, 3 cards fell out. But pretty much, they're blocked and they're stuck. It has a lot to do with this circumstance. For real, this third party situation. This is why they're trying to resist this new way of thinking here. Instead of just pausing and taking a moment to reflect, right? This is where it's at. But the Tower card is here, and it's coming with you, Divine Femme. So basically, it's something that you're going to do that's going to create a tower moment for your Divine Masculine, which again will do what? Shift their views. Okay, so it's going to awaken them. So you're independent, like I said, you're self-sufficient. You don't really need them. You want them in your life, but you also are very clear about your boundaries, and you're very stern about, you know, what you're trying to manifest for your own self. So you definitely probably are withdrawing your energy and focusing on what you need to do, especially when it comes to your own money, right? You're creating a new beginning for yourself, so you don't mind endings. You like, I don't mind the ending. Why? Because it's going to bring me to a new beginning. You're aware. So you already know how the law of attraction works. You got to release some shit in order for some new shit to come in, right? But it's an ending of a phase, okay? So whatever that phase is that will end for you guys is what will help them to become more aware. Will help them shift their views here. Something has to shake them to the core for it to happen. Now, they've been definitely exploring the options or exploring what it is that they wish to manifest, but they struggle to see the progress sometimes here. What is this Magician in reverse also about? Okay, so the Divine Masculine, pretty much, I really feel like they feel like they don't have the ability to lead in this capacity, especially when it comes to getting into something to this degree, right? Having this higher level commitment. Now, this is what keeps them stuck, all right? Pretty much. It's like, I know I want to expand. This is a good time. They like, this is a good time to start this, right? But will this be an unrewarded situation here where I won't see the fruits of my labor pretty much? Or will I be breadcrumbed in this situation? Or, you know, where there be some more issues, or will I create some other debt? Or, you know, will my behavior not be the best behavior? Will I be in this energy where I'm not going to be committed? You know, it's so many things that are coming to their mind that keeps them from giving into this connection, right? Because not only they've been attached to some ruthless people, they also operate in that same energy, right? Now, they know they have to make this personal transition here. They know they have to make it because there's a lot of unfinished business that is in their life. It's some chapters that need to close out. And they are resisting the change, or been so resistant to the change, right, that they're neglecting the truth that needs to go forth. You know, you put on those blindfolds, like, you know, I'm gonna just ignore the truth. But however, it's impossible. It's inevitable to do that, okay? Because the divine is involved, and this is a divine connection. That shit won't stand, point blank. And this tower that's going to happen is going to shift and change their mind so that they can move towards a new beginning. So whatever this breakthrough that's coming in, like I said, it's going to give them some mental clarity. Tell us about this breakthrough. Tell us about this. Thank you. All right, so they're going to be moving forward. They're ready to overcome whatever these challenges are. Okay, now they got a lot of determination in their focus, and they're trying to gain this confidence. They're trying to build this confidence here through this whole process. But they're a planner is also what I'm picking up. So it's like they're trying to have a structured approach into being able to offer something that's stable. All right. So you know how you got to release all of that codependent energy here so that they can get a good outcome out of this situation. This is why they're moving so slow. All right, and at this moment, like I was telling you, they still lack the confidence in their ability to be able to lead. But, however, it's a message that's going to be coming through. Even though it's a page of wands that I have here, it's still a positive message because they have this inspiration or this idea here, and it's calling to them to be able to go ahead, move forward, do it, you know, because previously before they just didn't know how to put it into action because of past failures. But now it's calling them so much that they're putting it into action. Now, literally, it's going to probably be a very passionate connection that you guys have. A lot of passion is what I'm talking about here, okay? The attraction is real. The sex is intense. All right, so this is like they have this clear vision. They know what they want. They want you, divine femme. This is why they're moving forward here, because you guys have this imbalance. All right, the lovers. They don't want you guys to not be I don't know why equally yoked came to my mind, but not on the same page, not in alignment. So they don't want that. They realize it's the fear that keeps them from opening their heart, and they want to be able to be in harmony with you, because you guys have a meaningful connection here, one that compassion actually really flows, and they can be open and honest with you without someone being judgmental or very emotional, right? This is why here we got the Two of Swords in the reverse. They're listening to their intuition here about how to make this decision. Okay, you're coming in as a Queen of Swords, divine feminine. So, like I said, you ain't fucking around. You like, you know what? Let me put the sword down, because if I gotta cut you, I am, and I will. So you're setting these boundaries. You have withdrawn your energy, or you will be. Or Spirit is telling you need to. Okay, because this is how you bring the changes into the situation. When you keep allowing dishonoring treatment and not setting these boundaries and standing in your integrity, it makes it it's hard to win in a situation like that, because it doesn't force people to change or treat you better, but you it's like, reflect on your own self. This is what Spirit is saying. Reflect on your own self, okay? As far as with that past situation, or that karmic situation here, that's very demanding. That's very demanding. This person is someone they attracted when they were at a low vibrational frequency. They were on the same wavelength. But again, that situation, that's never returning. All right, that's what's creating a barrier here. It's a lot of heartbreak. And I mean, with that ending right there was very, very painful. It caused them a lot of pain when this situation ended here. But they're releasing it. This is what Spirit is saying. They're releasing that. They were tied down to this person or this situation here, because they have a family with this person. Wow. In reality, they're disconnected and they're disengaged from this situation with that person they have a family with, and they're struggling to communicate that honestly with them, that they want to go after their own happiness outside of that situation here. It leaves them feeling hopeless. They don't realize, anything is possible, right, when you believe, and all they can see is issues, but they're trying to carefully plan on how to get out of this and to make the right decision. They're keeping it a secret, so they're not talking about what they're going to do or what the next move is going to be. They definitely are keeping you a secret, divine femme, so they don't want this karmic person to come in and mess this situation up, because it'll set them back. And yeah, this is why they're moving so slow and careful here. They're trying to figure out how to express it, but it's going to come out of the blue. It's going to be something where they're just going to act on it. Because they want that Ten of Pentacles. Damn. Y'all, if you don't know, the Ten of Pentacles is about your wealth, your family, your financial achievements, security. I mean, this is just a positive sign overall that you reach a certain point in your life of completion. And that's what they want. And accomplishments, right? So they're no longer in this energy of like trying to decide. They're no longer wanting to juggle here. Because they've been overindulging here. And it takes up a lot of their energy and a lot of their time. They're ready to start caring about what they, they're ready to start caring about you. Okay, what they have with you here. Because of this imbalance here. They're ready to, it needs to be restored. So you're going to find that they're going to do things for you in moderation to try to bring the balance back into this connection here. The heart, Three of Swords card here is in the reverse. Okay, so it might be some negative self-talk, but they're releasing that pain anyway. And it's like they want to reconcile. They want to be able to bring balance and harmony and peace and love and all of that other great stuff here within this connection here. So even though it seems like they're doing it in moderation and it may not be moving at the pace that you want it to, Divine Femme, but this is their way of healing this situation, especially after all the tension that you guys have been through. Okay, so because you're withdrawing in your energy, Divine Femme, I do definitely see it's like, yeah, it's like you know how you still be cordial, but in your mind you still thinking like, uninspired. Because you still see them as falling into error and being sneaky and deceptive. Especially when it comes to this new beginning, you still see them in that one way. But look on the brighter side. Look on the brighter side when it comes to this. See them in a different light, okay? Is what Spirit is saying. Because they are, they're definitely fighting for this. They're fighting because this karmic person they covet what they have with you, what the divine masculine has with you. And they're prepared to fight. I'm telling you, they prepared to throw out every trick in the bag to keep them. So they have the motivation to turn this into reality here, Divine Femme. Okay, so they're tapping into their intuition, or even their ability to manifest this goal when it comes to this third party situation. So yep, like I'm saying, it's like they got this idea, and right now they are trying to figure out ways to bring it about. How do I execute this idea here? All right, so they're thinking, this is where they're at, sitting up there just really looking like, okay, I got how many chances? Which way should I go? How do I channel this energy so I can resolve this obstacle here? All right, so they're working hard on trying to do that. So don't think for 1 second they just sitting there stagnant, just over there, just willy-nilly and this shit. They want to end that. That's the Two of Cups here in the reverse. They want to create something more mutual between you and them, not this reverse energy. That reverse energy, feminine energy, they feel trapped by that circumstance. Yep, because it's too much conflict. And it just makes it a competitive environment. This karmic person is just in it to win it. They're competing. And that's their focus. It doesn't have anything to do with anything else. That's their main focus here. But the divine masculine is really trying to apply themselves to cultivate a new life for themselves. They're focused on creating that, while this karmic person is focusing on how to compete with the divine femme and win. Anything else for it that the divine feminines need to know? Thank you. So pretty much, which is, you know, gonna happen. The tower is falling. The tower is like, yeah, that's coming down, and things will definitely turn for the worst within that karmic situation. Basically, it's just gonna be like, you know, this unexpected change here. It's gonna happen regardless, because they're not taking a chance. They just pretty much are holding back, and it's one of these things where they feel like, you know, either I do nothing or I can hope for the best and do nothing. You know, let me just hope that this all plays out correctly or how it should, right, without taking any action here. But I'm really seeing that they're going to try to improve this situation with you, okay, because they stay up too late at night crying, not crying, but just, I mean, shit, some of them might be crying, it came out. Depressed, okay, anxious, and they're weighed down by dark thoughts. Their dreams are excessive. It's just a lot of worrying that they do, and they're ready to lay that burden down here. They're tired of struggling under the weight of it all. Wow. Things are going to get better, is what Spirit is saying. The wheel is going to turn, and it's making its way back to you. Everything will turn back to normal. You just have to stay optimistic, and you have to have faith. And that's for both of you guys. Because however it goes, your divine masculine is going to communicate with you. They have a lot to share about what's happening. They're planning. They're trying to carefully plan all of this. It's not only what's going to take place between you and them, but how they're going to execute the actions that they need to take with this karmic situation. They've been dreaming about it. Yeah, but you know what happens when you dream about it and you think about it, but it's only going to take a matter of seconds before it actually happens. Now, of course, they do thrive off of you. They're inspired by you. So it's your inspired actions that are helping them. Let me see. Okay. Union was the card that popped out. So all of this is leading to union. All right. So I don't even want to pull no more cards after that from that deck particularly, because this is all we need to know. This is where you want to be, is in union, so that you guys can fulfill the rest of your divine life purpose that you have together. Point blank, because that's what the bigger picture is about. And I know sometimes you want to throw in the towel because it's like, I'm tired of this indecisiveness. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of this dishonoring choices that this person is, making. And you're ready to be honored within this connection. But you will get there. It's all about divine timing. Certain cycles have to close out before you can actually come into union. It's like you have to heal the tension. And both of you have abandonment issues. And one main thing that the divine masculine needs to work on is those abandonment issues before they can actually really move forward to the next step. You know how you, divine femme, have been going through stages. It's the same thing for the divine masculine. So remember that every time you go through a stage, they go through a stage too as well. And they have to overcome their stages just as much. And they're not always on the same stage or on the same level as you. So keep that in mind. But they're on the edge. They fear it, but they're doing it anyway. Wow. So I wanted to get some twin flame messages to see where you guys are at. Now, so awakening and activations are at hand. Be on the lookout for signs that are guiding your way. Next card. Don't take opinions personally. People can only understand things from their own level of perception. Your twin is leveling up their energy in order to match yours and will face you when the time is right. Your guardian angels are protecting you in this connection always. Okay, so remember that you guys mirror each other's energy. So if they're dealing with abandonment issues, you're probably dealing with abandonment issues too as well, or you are striving to overcome your abandonment issues. But remember, whatever energy you're in, your person's going to be in. So stay in a high vibration so that you can begin to call in your soulmate instead of repelling your soulmate, if that makes sense. But however, just remember that you have a spirit team that's backing you all the time and supporting you. So even if you need to ask for help from your team, do that, but stay connected to yourself and your own growth, because why? Your divine masculine will do the same. Okay, so this is where they're at. They're trying to reach you or match your energy so that they can face you, and that's happening. They're on the edge of doing that. So you are definitely moving in the right direction. Just keep going, because at the end of the day, it's about the bigger picture. Like I said, it's not really about you guys having this loving, You know what I'm saying? Relationship, yeah, that's a bonus, that's a plus, but it's all about your healing and you moving towards your divine life purpose and helping other people to ascend in their lives too as well. You guys possess spiritual gifts that you're supposed to work with in unison to help bring that out in other people. So you were divinely made for each other. This is a divine connection. So for now, it should not even be an ounce of doubt in you. Just remember that you guys are created as one with one soul. Just put it that way. And you share the same soul. So you guys think, let's just say you mirror each other. All right. So whatever you do for your soul, in turn, is happening for your twin soul. So remember, you are always one soul. There's no such thing as separation when it comes to the twins. That's an illusion. And when you continue to think that you are in separation or disconnected from your person, then that's where that fear comes in at. And that's what will keep you stuck in this process even longer. And once you remember that I'm always connected to my divine masculine. We are not separated. In 5D, we are in a spiritual union. Even though you feel like physically it's not there, you are in a union already, okay? You are together already. So just remember to stay on that energy. It's the same way that you are trying to attract money or a new job. You do the same thing for that. Speak it as if it's already done. Why? Because it is already done. Everything that you pray for, whatever intentions that you set, the divine has already answered the prayer. Now, it's up to you to get it here. All right, so remember that. I'm going to finish because we have 46 minutes and I got to get ready to step out. But I definitely did enjoy this time that I got to spend with you guys. And I love you dearly. Until we meet again. Peace.